Shalom, Shalom, Mashpaka. This is a quick message I want to bring you today. I'm just gonna bring it on out tonight. Then I'm finna lay down and go to bed. Yahweh willing. All right. You can't save everybody. I was listening to a brother just now before I was getting ready to clock it on in, and just quick message. You want to know what the message was? Is dear complicated Israelite. You can't save everybody. I didn't listen to the full video, but I heard a little bit of what the brother said, and it resonated with me. So let me go ahead and read uh, John chapter 8 and beginning at verse 48. You could go up and read the whole chapter if you want to. All right. But matter of fact, I go up a little bit. I go up to the next section. Hold on. Children of the devil. That's Yakanan chapter 8, beginning at verse 42. Yahushua answered unto them, If Elohim were your father, you would love me, for I proceeded forth and came from Elohim, neither came I of myself, but he sent me. Why do you not understand my speech? Even because you cannot hear my word. You are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speak a lie, he speak of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And because I tell you the truth, you believe me not. Which of you convinces me of sin? And if I say truth, why do you not believe me? He that is of Elohim hear Elohim words. Ye therefore hear them not, because you are not of Elohim. Then answered Yahweh the Jews, the Judeans, and said unto him, Said we not that you are a Samaritan and have a devil? Remember what I told y'all about the Samaritans on the other video, the last one recorded. Uh, the last video, let me see, make sure I got it right. At the well, the video about the well. Then answered Yahweh and said unto him, Say we not well that you are a Samaritan and have a devil? Yahweh answered, I have not a devil, but I honor my Father, and you do not honor me. And I seek not my own glory. There is one that seeketh and judges. Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep not my saying, he shall never see death. Well, if a man keep my saying, he shall never see death. Then said Yahweh unto him, Now we know that you have a devil. Abraham is dead, and the prophets, and you say, If a man keep my saying, he shall never taste death. Are you greater than our father Abraham, which is dead, and the prophets are dead? Who maketh you yourself? Yahweh answered, If I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father that honoreth me, of whom you say that he is your Elohim. Yet you have not known him, but I know him. And if I should say I know him not, I shall be a liar like unto you. But I know him, and keep his saying. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. Then said Yahweh unto him, You are not yet 50 years old, and have you seen Abraham? Yahweh said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am. Then took they up stones to cast at him, but Yahweh hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by. Now, I'm going to show you something now. If you don't believe the words of Yahweh and you prosecuting people and you don't want to hear the truth of what the word is saying, what does that say about you? Elohim gave us a commandment, and he told us that he is the one that's going to save us out of captivity. Go ahead and turn it to Daniel chapter 2. Daniel chapter 2. This is what kingdom we in. Beginning at verse 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as an iron. For as much as iron breaketh in pieces, I get to it, as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdue all things, and as iron that breaketh all things, all these shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas you saw the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron. Now remember in the scripture when the scriptures say that that Israel had split. So then we got the southern tribe, which their capital is Yerushalayim, and then you got the northern tribe, which their capital is Samaria. So let us go on and read. For as much as you saw that the iron is mixed with clay, and as the toes of the feet were part iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. Now, this is the kingdom we in right here. Partly strong and partly broken is called the iron and clay kingdom. Whereas you saw the iron mixed with clay, because under the iron government, we was under Rome when we was in our land. After the temple was destroyed, then we see right here, the iron and clay kingdom. So I'm going to read that again. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and so do all things, and as iron breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas you saw the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it the strength of the iron. For as much as you saw that the iron mixed not as the iron mixed with the miry clay, that as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly weak. Iron is strong and clay is weak and partly broken. And partly strong and partly broken. My bad. Whereas you saw the iron mixed with clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of Adam, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. In the days of these kings shall Elohim of heaven set up a kingdom. In the days of these kings shall Elohim of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never, never, in the days of these kings shall Elohim set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms. So after this kingdom, right here, this kingdom is an eternal kingdom. It say, and it shall never be destroyed. This kingdom shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand for what? Forever. And who's going to do this? Elohim. For as much as you saw that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, and the clay, and the silver, he broke the whole statue, this kingdom that's coming, and the gold, and the great Elohim have made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter. Elohim, if he set up this kingdom and he says eternal, what other kingdom are we looking for after this kingdom? It is no. Elohim said that this kingdom that he's going to establish is going to be forever. So saving up and doing all this and buying all this land in the lands of your captivity, it may help you where you at. But that is not. Elohim kingdom is forever. In his kingdom, it's never going to be destroyed. For as much as you saw that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it break in pieces the iron, and the brass, and the clay, and the silver, and the gold, the great Allah. So I don't know why some say that we're going to have to, Elohim is going to fight this battle right here. The great Elohim have made known to the king You remember the king that that the prophet Daniel was speaking to the king, what shall come to pass hereafter, and the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof is sure. Nebuchadnezzar is who he was talking to. Nebuchadnezzar promotes Daniel. So after that, Nebuchadnezzar promoted Daniel because he told him the dream that he had without the king revealing the dream to him. Then the king Nebuchadnezzar fell upon his face and worshipped Daniel, and commanded that they should offer an oblation and sweet odors unto him. The king answered unto Daniel and said, of a truth it is that your Elohim is a Elohim of Elohim, and a Adonai Hamalakayim. Adonai 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 Hamelakim, I think, and a revealer of secrets, seeing that thou couldst reveal this secret, because Daniel, the king, did not reveal the secret to Daniel. Just like I told y'all the other day, that woman at the well did not reveal to Yahushua that she had 5 men in the past, and the one she was laying with wasn't her husband. The revealer of secrets, seeing that you could reveal the secret. Then the king made Daniel a great man. Now this is in the word of Elohim, the inspired word of Elohim, and gave him many great gifts, and made him ruler over the whole province of Babylon. Just like Yabasop, Joseph was made ruler over all of Masram. Daniel was promoted in the land of his captivity as a ruler over all the province of Babylon. This is what the king Nebuchadnezzar did in response to Daniel's dream interpretation. And Daniel interpreted his dream. And ever since Daniel interpreted that dream, every single prophecy that Daniel had interpreted of this king, most of it has been fulfilled. What we are waiting on is what is left to be fulfilled. Amen. So don't let people trouble you. Shalom, Professor Lovely Lady. So don't let people trouble you with their scary dreams and all this right here. Yahweh shall give you the word. Look inside of the word and let the word comfort you. Then Daniel requested of the king, and he sat. Is Daniel scared? Did Daniel say, oh, Yahweh, I hope that what you showed me is really true and really going to come to pass? No, he did not do that. Daniel requested of the king, and he said Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego over the affairs of the province of Babylon. The first European dynasty, all of them sit upon Nebuchadnezzar's throne. So all of the Gentiles sit upon Nebuchadnezzar's throne, and Elohim is the one that anointed Nebuchadnezzar to be king over all. And whoever that didn't want to submit to his rulership, Elohim said that they will be destroyed. And we see also, listen, and Daniel requested of the king, and he said Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego over the affairs of the province of Babylon, but Daniel sat it in the gate of the king. If Elohim set up a rule, then what are you to do? Now he tell us what we supposed to be doing. Nebuchadnezzar had the dream. I'm going to show you the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had. And in the 2nd year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar dreams wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him. Then the king commanded to call the magicians and the astrologers and the sorcerers and the Chaldeans, that's Chad them, for to show the king his dream. So they came and stood before the king. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Then spake Chaldeans, that's found in Africa. Then spake they found in Africa. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king and Sirach, O king, live, forever. Tell your servants the dream, and we will show. So we know why the Chaldeans. Okay, and we will show the interpretation. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, the thing is gone from me, and if ye will not make known unto me the dream with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill, a boo-boo hill. But if you show the dream and the interpretation thereof, ye shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor. Therefore, show me the dream and the interpretation thereof. They answered again and said, let the king tell his servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation of it. And the king answered and said, I know of a certain that you will gain the time, because ye see the thing is gone from me. But if ye will not make known unto me the dream, there is but one decree for you. See, kings was making decrees, just like John the Second made a decree to go and capture all those Judeans that had fled. Now the king was not able to get the dream to be interpreted by the Chaldeans or by any of the wise men of that land. So he called for Daniel. Watch this. For this cause the king was angry and very furious, and commanded to destroy all the wise men of Babylon. And the decree went forth that the wise men should be slain, that they was going to be killed, massacred. And they sought Daniel and his fellows to be slain. See, they want to kill Daniel, but Daniel wasn't even there when they was in there. Then Daniel answered with the counsel and wisdom to Arioch, the captain of the king's guard, which was gone forth to slay the wise men of Babylon. He answered and said to Arioch, the king captain, why is the decree so hasty from the king? Then Arioch made the thing known to Daniel. Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time, and that he would show the king the interpretation. So Daniel didn't just jump off the top of his head. Then Daniel went to his house and made the thing known to Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, his companions, that they would desire mercies of Elohim of heaven concerning this secret. So they had to pray for mercy from Elohim, that Daniel and his fellow servants should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. So now they had to see. So now they had to witness the name of Elohim, Yahweh. So now Elohim he was going to honor his name, because Elohim will not let nobody bring dishonor to his reputation or his name without, you see that. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. So when Daniel went to sleep, he received a night vision. Many people don't believe in night visions and dreams. They say it's just a dream. It's just a delusion. Take this pill, take that one, take this, take that. Or you need counseling. You have mental impairment. But no, Daniel received a night vision in the night. He saw it. So Daniel was a ra'ah. He was a seer. Daniel saw the vision in the night. Then Daniel blessed. He barak Elohim of Shamayam. Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name. Blessed be the Sham of Elohim forever and ever. Elohim name will be blessed forever and ever. Elohim name will not, listen, Elohim promised. That's why he said, call on me in the name that he gave to his son was the name that Allah, it's the name of Elohim. So Yahweh Shai is the name of our father, of Abba. So Daniel answered and said, blessed be the Sham of Elohim forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his. And he changed the times and seasons. He removed kings. So Elohim is the one that removed kings and setteth up kings. And Elohim setteth up kings. No Israelite is going to set up Yahweh Shai. No Israelite is going to sit down, no king on this earth. Yahweh Shai, the Father through Yahweh Shai, will set up this kingdom. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in darkness, and the light dwelleth in him. Understanding dwelleth in Elohim. Elohim is wise. He understands what he doing. He know how to fix it. If he could hear the stomach of an ant when an ant is hungry and prepare for him food, like it's written in the book of Job, that Elohim even feeds the animals. I'm pretty sure that Elohim know how to fix and move and complete his will. So when Elohim return, it's going to be in when Yahweh Shai return, it's going to be in the time when Yahweh say it's time. It's not going to be in the time when we trying to force Yahweh Shai to come. We ain't the one that move him. He could be moved by our tears, but Yahweh is the one that's gonna send our Hamashiach to deliver us out of captivity. Don't boast against the natural branches, Gentiles. Y'all supposed to be also trying to keep these commandments. I got another verse, another one I want to share with you, Mashpachah. So that was Daniel. So now we're going to Hosea, and in Hebrew, Habashai. Hosea, right here. Habashai redeemed his wife. So Habashai redeems his wife. Then said Yahweh unto me, Go, go yet, love Asha, beloved of her friend, yet an adulteress. So he said, I want you to marry a unfaithful woman, according to the love of Yahweh towards Bani Yasharal, the children of Yasharal, who look to other Elohim and love flagons of wine. Now you see, Elohim told Hawashai, go and love an adulteress with the love that Yahweh loves Yasharal, the children of Yasharal, who look to other Elohim and love flagons of wine. So I bought her to me for 50 pieces of silver. He was not buying her to be his prostitute. Back in our day, we had customs. When you was going to marry a woman, you took your dowry and you bought her. You gave it to the parents. And if the parents said he allowed you to marry her, then you married her. And Esau stole Yaaquabah's in diary. That's what I wanted to show y'all the other day. Esau stole Yaaquabah's diary. So he wasn't able to pay the bride price. So he worked for Laban, for Laban, for the unclean dealer, Laban. He worked for him for 7 years, and then he worked for Rachel. But the custom of the land where Laban was living is that you had to take and you had to marry the firstborn. So Laban cheated Yaaquabah, which means that he didn't keep his promise, his oath, which is something that you should not do. You got to keep your oath because Elohim will hold you to your oaths. And he gave him Leah. So Yaaquabah did not love Leah. So then he worked 7 more years and he married Rachel. And this is how, and that was for the dowry, since Esau stole Yaaquabah's dowry. Now, and Esau met him on the way, and Yaaquabah was bowing, and as that was a sign of respect and reverence and repentance, Yaaquabah was bowing his head to Aishah. When Aishah saw him coming, I shall offer him stuff, but Yahweh was blessed in the land mightily because Yahweh had showed I shall how to put the sticks up so he can have the sheep, and Laban was trying to cheat him out of that, but Allahayim blessed him with that and rewarded him, and Ishal had left. And you know this, if you don't know the story, go and read in the book of Barashayath and read about that story. But here is the point. And for a homer of barley and a half homer of barley. And I said unto her, Thou shalt abide for me many days. Thou shalt not play the harlot, and thou shalt not be for another man. So I will also be for you, and for your children and for the children of Yasharal shall abide many days without a malak, like we are doing, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice. So the sacrifice that was prophesied in the book of Daniel, that Yahweh would cause the sacrifice in the temple to cease. Many of the prophets prophesied the destruction of the temple. Also, Yahweh told our ancestors that the temple would be destroyed, the sacrifice and the oblation would cease, and thou shalt not be for another man. So that means that you should not be for another husband. You should not be married to another. You should be married to your Allahayim. So will I also be for you. So if you accept Yahweh, he will be your husband, and you will be his wife, Yasharal. For the children of Yasharal shall abide many days without a king and without a prince. So you're going to be without leadership. You're going to be without a king and without a prince. Yahweh is to be your king and to be your prince. And without a sacrifice, Yahweh is your sacrifice. And without an image, Yahweh don't want you to keep that Sejeret Borgia and all that other stuff. And without an ephod and without a teraphim, he was going to, you ain't going to be dealing with the temple stuff. Afterwards shall the Benai Yasharal return and seek Yahweh their Allahayim and Dawad their king, the king that's going to sit upon the throne of Dawad, and shall fear Allahayim and shall fear Yahweh and his goodness in the last days. See, this is a last day prophecy, and this is our instructions that we ought to do. So what Yahweh want us to do, he know that we are backsliding and hypocrite people. He know that we need salvation. He know that we are stiff-necked people. None of us is going to be able to save any of Yasharal. And here's Zechariah giving us another precept. Let's click in there and see what Zechariah say. Redemption of Zion. Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, saith Yahweh. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the Shemayim. That means on the four corners of the earth. Saith Yahweh, deliver yourself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. The daughter of Babylon. For thus saith Yahweh of hosts. So there is a Babylon that is a daughter of the Babylon from the middle of the east, that dwelleth with the daughter of Babylon. For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. Now we have been spoiled, and we dwell with the daughter of Babylon. For he that touches you touches the apple of my eye. That means the black of my eye. And we know that naturally your eyeballs is brown. So when he say the black of your eye, and when he say that your skin is black unto the ground, Yahweh, the black of your eye, your eyeball is brown, but it's look black. So the black of your eye. For behold, I will shake my hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants. And ye shall know that Yahweh of hosts have sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion. So when Yahweh do this great work, then we shall know that Yahweh has sent him. Then we shall know, intimately. Then it's when we shall realize it, when we shall witness it, experience it. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion, for lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith Yahweh. And many nations shall be joined to Yahweh in that day, and shall be my people, and I will dwell in the midst of thee. And thou shalt know that Yahweh of hosts have sent me unto you. And Yahweh shall inherit Yahweh his portion. So they will not own your people forever. You can't save nobody out of the prison. You can't save nobody out of this captivity. Yahweh is the one that's going to make it where Yahweh Shai is going to own us. And Yahweh shall inherit Yahweh his portion in the Quadash land. So Yahweh shall own Yahweh his portion. We are the portion of his inheritance. Those who believe, those who confess they false, and those who want to follow after him whithersoever he go. Yahweh portion is the Quadash Aratz, is the Quadash land, the set apart land for a set apart people, and for a king who rules over the set apart people, and shall choose Yerushalayim again. The capital that he's going to choose is Yerushalayim again. He's not going to choose the capital of Samaria. He's going to rule from Yerushalayim again. He has to keep the promise. He made it by oath to Dawad, and he will fulfill his promise. He is not a man like unto us that he shall lie. Let every man that think he telling the truth, let him be a liar, that he may be justified when he speak. Be silent, O all flesh, before Yahweh, for he is raised up out of his Kodash habitation. So Yahweh Shai, one of these days, is going to raise up out of his holy, out of his set apart place where he is dwelling. He's going to raise up from his throne. He's going to stand up, and he's going to come back and redeem his people whom the world has spoiled. All the nations have spoiled and led captive into every nation. Amen. Let's go to Ezekiel. Here's another precept for you, Mashpakan. Then I'm finna get off of here. Adam with a measuring rod. The man with a measuring rod. In the 5th and 20th year of our captivity, in the beginning of the year, our people we continue to be in captivity. It got so bad until Jeremiah said, is Yasharal born to be a homeborn slave? Is that all we born for, is to be the slaves? Now, Jeremiah was a slave under the same bloodline of people. Nebuchadnezzar is their king. He is the king of their kings and the Lord of their lords. So they all sit upon Nebuchadnezzar's throne, even to the last kingdom of the European dynasty. Is what I say so that we can understand who we're talking about. Shalom, Ak Monster Moshe. And that's right, Sister Professor, lovely lady. In the 5 and 20th year of the captivity, in the beginning of the year, in the 10th day of the month, in the 14th year after that city was smitten, in the selfsame day, the hand of Yahweh was upon me, and brought me hither. In the visions of Allahayim brought he me into the land of Yasharal, and set me upon a very high mountain, by which was as the frame of a city on the south. And he brought me thither, and behold, there was a man whose appearance was like the appearance of brass. Brass is brown, with a line. So the man, he saw a brown man. He saw a brown man, a black man. If we say what we call everybody that's brown today. He saw a brown man. the man that was the color of brass, with a line of flax in his hand, and with a measuring reed. And he stood in the gate. And the man and the Adam said unto me, Ban Adam, son of man, behold with thine eyes. He said, look with your eyes and hear with your ears. Understand, perceive with your understanding, the ears of your understanding, and set in your heart, set your mind upon all that I shall show you. For to the intent that I might show them unto thee art thou brought hither. Declare all that thou hast seest to the house of Yasharal. When he say the house of Israel, let's see what he mean. And behold, a wall on the outside of the house round about, and in the man's hand a measuring reed of 6 cubits long, by the cubit and hand breadth. So he measured the breadth of the building 1 reed, and the height 1 reed. And I believe a cubit is the size of your forearm, with it all the way stretched out. Then came he unto the gate, which looketh towards the east, and went up the stairs thereof, and measured the threshold of the gate. Now look, Alahayim is doing all this by himself. He ain't got no assistance from nobody. He's doing this himself, which was 1 reed broad, and the other threshold of the gate. What we need to be doing is what he told us to do. Let Alahayim do his part, and we supposed to be doing what we supposed to be doing, which was 1 reed abroad, and every little chamber was 1 reed long, and 1 reed abroad, and between the little chambers were 5 cubits. So if it's the size of a man's forearm, is what I believe I read, 5 cubits. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the threshold of the gate by the porch of the gate within was 1 reed. He measured also the porch of the gate within 1 reed. The measurement he porched of the 8 cubits, and the post thereof 2 cubits. And the porch of the gate was inward, and the little chambers of the gate eastward, where they were on this side, and 3 on that side. They 3 were of 1 measure, and the post had 1 measure and the other. So we seeing that he said, behold, I go away to prepare a place for you. And if I go away and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself. He gonna set up the outer court again. He gonna set up the north gate. He gonna set up the south gate. He tell you who all these inheritance belong to. The 8, the table. He gonna set all rooms for the priest. The inner court. He measure all of it. I'm just going over it briefly. The inner temple. Just like Adam didn't have nothing to do with his being born, so also we're not gonna have anything to do with us when he recreate us again, like we was at the first. Alahayim delivered us out of Masriam. Alahayim will deliver us out of this captivity. But we all need to have the blood of Hamashiach upon us in this kingdom that is to come. We need to start preparing our hearts for Yahweh. He said the kingdom of Shemayam is in you. So we need to prepare our hearts. The wise say, I meditate upon my pillow all night long. That's what we need to be doing. Let's stop trying to save everybody. We're not gonna be able to save nobody. I started to make the topic. I started to make the outlay of it. We can't save a grape. We can't save nothing. We move and breathe and have our being by Allahayim. We don't do anything by ourselves. Before I go from here, I'm finna let the Bible read to you before I go. And I think that that'll be enough for us tonight. I'm gonna let the Bible read to you, and let Yahweh Shai comfort you through His Word. Amen. We're gonna let Yahweh Shai comfort us through His Word, Mashpachah. Shalom, Sister Shay Love. We're gonna be comforted by Yahweh Shai. Do not let your heart be suddenly afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't let your heart fear. There's no. He said, "There's fear. If you're afraid, you're not made perfect in love. Perfect love casteth out all fear." Amen. Perfect love casteth out all fear. So I'm gonna let this read to you, and then I'm finna go. Hopefully it'll play this time. Last time I had an audio issue, and I wrote them, and I suppose they fixed it. So I'm finna let this read, Mashpachah, and then I'm finna get off of here, and let you rest in Yahweh Shai, and don't let nobody make you terrified with sudden fear. This is not no indictment on anybody. This is encouragement for the Mashpachah to not be afraid. However He save us is written in the Word, and Yahweh is able to save His people.
Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God. Believe in me as well. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I am going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and welcome you into my presence, so that you also may be where I am. You know the way to the place where I am going. Lord, said Thomas, we do not know where you are going, so how can we know the way? Jesus answered, I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you had known me, you would know my Father as well. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. Philip said to him, Lord, show us the Father, and that will be enough for us. Jesus replied, Philip, I have been with you all this time, and still you do not know me? Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. How can you say, show us the Father? Do you not believe that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me? The words I say to you, I do not speak on my own. Instead, it is the Father dwelling in me, performing his works. Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me, or at least believe on account of the works themselves. Truly, truly, I tell you, whoever believes in me will also do the works that I am doing. He will do even greater things than these, because I am going to the Father. And I will do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If you ask me for anything in my name, I will do it.
We didn't bring ourselves over here. We being chastised apart from our work, apart from us chastising ourselves. We didn't say, let's go and jump in the boat with no balloon. We didn't have to find the pathway to get on the ship. We didn't have to find the pathway to run to the ocean. But Yahweh sent them people, and they captured our ancestors, and we was in them. Many of them died. Many of the people back in that time of Yasharal had died on that trip. We didn't, when we was at the bottom of them ships, we didn't have to look on no map. We didn't have to look and try to find out if they had a newspaper. We didn't have to do any of that. Yahweh is the one. They put us at the bottom of them ships. We laid down in our own instrument. A lot of the women was on their cycles. They was having babies down there, and throw up, and it was stank down there. We ate the rations they gave us after the preacher man them ate first. All that was going on apart from our strength. That if Yahweh if Yahweh moved by His wrath and to 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 punish us without our works, if His wrath is without our works, if He delivered us out of Masrim apart from our works, the only thing we had to do is continue to follow Him. But He say that in these days He's going to send a Malak to gather His elect from the four corners. That means out of all the nations, whether they have been scattered. And He will bring them. Now, it is nice for us to study and know where He may take us, and where some of us believe He's going to take us here, He's going to take us there. But one thing that we all shall have confidence in is that Yahweh is going to do it. He's going to deliver His people. A lot of us don't know how He going to do it. We don't know, because if we say, some of us say, I got money, I'm going to buy me a ticket, I'm going to get on this boat. Some say traveling shoes, I'm going to walk through the ocean. Some say we're going to fly. Some say this, some say that. But Yahweh say through the apostles that when He come, it's going to be like the twinkling of an eye. You're not going to miss it. You're not going to miss it. We're going to see the sign. And then in a blink of an eye, at the last trumpet, that's it. At the last trumpet, that means the war is over. At the last trumpet, you ain't got to worry about no. So when the last trumpet blow, then He's going to come. Like He said, He's going to come at the blow of the trumpet. That's the last trumpet. Then He'll gather His elect. He's going to send His angels and gather His elect from the four corners of the earth. So what we should be doing is ask, if we haven't done it already, ask Yahweh Shai, forgive me for my transgression. Ask Him for His Spirit, and ask Him, show me which way to go. Show me how to walk this. Help me to learn. Help me, Father. Help me. Show me where I should. Because He say, forsaking not to assemble yourself together. So we assemble on here. So this is what we need to be doing. We need to be holding on until He say, that's it. Hamashiach said, I don't know the day nor the hour when I shall return. Not even the angels. He gonna send the angels, but even the angels don't know. He gonna send Yahweh Shai, but Yahweh Shai don't know. He said nobody knows. So nobody ain't gonna figure out when He gonna come. But we can know the time and the seasons to know it's close. But we don't know when He gonna come. So you and me, we need to live our life. Don't, this is what Pastor Kelly was talking about earlier today. Live your life. Don't stay boxed up in some hole in the ground or nothing. Live your life. You couldn't stop Jim Crow. If Alahayim wasn't in it, it wouldn't have stopped. You couldn't stop nothing. We ain't controlling nothing. Yahweh has the heart of kings in His hand. You can't change nothing. Yahweh can use people and get some things done, but it ain't you, it ain't me, it is Yah that give the decree, because He's a king. And we need to trust in our king. Our king said He gonna come. He coming back for a gathering. He coming back for a people without a spot or a wrinkle. He want to present His bride without a spot or a wrinkle. So we should be trying we should be getting away from all these Sedgeray and all this other stuff. We need to be throwing that stuff off, because the prophets say that when we receive this word, that we need to be throwing all this stuff off. Throw them things away. Throw them away. Just throw it. And serve Yahweh. Just run for Yahweh. Your brother, you see your brother that's sick and he on the street, and you walking past him. If you got the ability to give. If Yahweh give you a gift of healing, pray for the sick and let them recover. If Yahweh give you a gift of knowledge and you see somebody that need understanding, give them Give it to them. If your sister is thirsty and she needs something to drink, give her something to drink. Walk in love with one another. This is what we need to be doing, because he say he coming back for people that's keeping his commandment. His commandment ain't grievous. It ain't gonna hurt us not to kill one another. It's not gonna hurt us not to steal from one another. It's not gonna hurt us to be kind hearted to one another. That is a joyful command, and we can do it. I'm about to get off of here now, Mashpaka. But I pray that somebody got encouraged by this right here. Do not be terrified with sudden fear, but trust in Yahweh. Trust in Yahweh. Shalom to all the hearers and the keepers of the word of Allah. Please share this message so more of our people could be encouraged. Like I said, I am just trying to encourage the Mashpaka. Tawada, sister. And thank you for all of your faithfulness coming out and getting the word, because that is an encouragement to me that y'all come and y'all hear the word. Shalom.